Broodwar brothers, welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. We haven't given much love to Queen recently, so I thought we would check out one of his games. This is going to be Queen versus Snow. We're here on Nemesis. We've been doing a lot of casts on Nemesis recently, I've noticed. Actually, there's been a ton of Nemesis casts recently on this channel. I guess it's providing some pretty interesting games between these pro players. It's not a standard map by any means, and it is a little bit difficult to end the game in certain circumstances. So a lot of these games are going longer and forcing out some interesting strategies. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one. It's not my favorite map to play on, but it is pretty interesting to cast the way that the pro players are approaching these matches. I want to mention here before we get into it, as the gateway gets thrown down here in the natural, just taking a look at this map. I'm gonna have the natural thrown down here, and what I really like to see from Zerg players on this map is taking a base like this, and then as the third base taking another natural. I feel like it's incredibly strong on this map to turtle up and hold the couple of entrances here. Then you can get your free fourth base, and if you kill both of these assimilators, then you basically get this for free. So you get up to 5 bases by only holding 2 separate locations. Now, the Protoss can just hold 1 location and get up to 4 bases, which is a little bit insane. But there are things you can do against that, right? You can break through these eggs early on with some lings. You know, you can get in here, and if you can get up over into the back area here and kill off some of these assimilators, then you can actually block the Protoss from taking these bases, and then it becomes really problematic for them. But one thing that we've seen a lot recently is Zerg players take the main base instead, and looks like Queen's gonna do that here as well. That is a shocker to me. I'm not quite sure I understand yet why the Zerg players are doing this. Maybe there is like a really decent reason, a really good reason. If you guys think you know that reason, let me know in the comments, because I am at a bit of a loss as to why you wouldn't want to take this base instead. I guess it's easier to hold here. You could possibly hold at the bottom of this ramp a bit cleaner than right here, but I feel like it's not that big of a difference, right? There are those eggs. You can clear out the eggs and you can come down the ramp. I don't know, man. I feel like if you're gonna take the base this far away, why don't you take a little bit more of a risk, I guess, and grab this one and just turtle up here? Because here you can't really build sunkens. Right, I guess you can build a sunken here once the creep spreads out, and then you can slowly make your way over towards here. But I feel like if you take this base, you can just start creeping this up, put a bunch of buildings right here, and you're pretty good to go. Probe's gonna make its way back over here. We've had a little bit of back and forth while I've been talking, but nothing really significant. Zealot went across the map, then it walked all the way back home. Lings are here, just doing a little damage to this gateway. I don't think they're gonna get anything done. We've already got the cybernetics core on the way, and the lair has been started here. It's all been scouted by Snow, so he knows exactly what is coming. I'm gonna push these lings away. We're waiting the maximum amount of time here right now before throwing down that cannon, by the way. But as the Zerg player, you're okay with this. You know, you just keep checking the wall, just keep seeing what's going on. You know he's not going to send these zealots out, so you can just fully drone up as hard as possible. If there was this cannon here, you might be worried about these 3 zealots coming across the map. Of course, it is on cross map positions here, but you know, if he heads out on the map and you're not, maybe you lose track of one of the zealots, he could send one up here to the top right, send the other 2 down here. You know, things can get a little bit messy, but since there's no cannon, you know he's not going to send anything out. You can just drone as hard as humanly possible. Tons of drones being added on here. We're already up to 27 few lings being sent out. We actually have that ling speed done now, so he should be able to prevent this probe from getting up here to the top right. And you can see the, oh, actually he does see the creep here, maybe. So I'm not sure if that's been revealed or not. But he's probably got to suspect that there's a base up here. Another hatchery going down. We're going up to 5 hatch here so far. Spire is on the way. No, oh, second gas has just been started. So we might see some Mutalisk here to hold things off, but Snow has been so good with his Corsair control lately. I don't know if really Queen is going to be able to get anything done with that. 4th base is likely to come up here shortly. Couple of Scourge being popped out. Hydralistan on the way. We may not be going into any Mutalisk at all. And if we do, there should be cannons here in time to hold all of that back. Some Zealots are trying to move out. There's only 1 cannon back at home, though. This could be bad. Going for a run by here. Lings are going to go right through. Going to kill off a few probes. 3, 4 probes. Maybe a 5th probe. He's trying to get into the main. 5th probe goes down. But all the lings are cleaned up. So 5 probes exchanged for just a handful of lings. We've got back at home some sunken colonies coming up. DT's on the way. Some more lings popping out here. This is a great Sim City. There's a 5 zealots make their way into this natural. Not a lot of stuff here to defend. And he actually goes right through this little crack, managing to get right on top of the sunken colony, dealing a lot of damage. That the lings are being picked off very, very quickly. This is a bad situation right now for Queen. All 5 zealots are still alive, and 2 drones have fallen already. A 3rd drone goes down, and we're going to even lose more than this. The drones are being pulled. Losing that mining time as well is important here. Zealot in the main, gonna get another couple of kills. Looks like 4 kills Zealot right now. Another Zealot going behind the mineral patches. The other ones have been nearly killed. Gonna get another couple of drones here. Oh, what happened to that drone down there? Did he actually click his own drone by accident? That was not good. Whoops. All right. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Here comes the DT. We've dropped down to 36 drones. Oh God, he's not paying attention. Queen is not paying attention right now. What is he looking at? I'm not sure, but he manages to pull himself together here. Keep that DT from getting mass kills in the natural. Heading back out onto the map. Gonna look for some more victims, but seems like everything's buttoned down up in the top right for Queen. Got 1 sunken colony up there, plus a couple of overlords with that overlord speed as well. It appears that a drone's gonna head down to the center right and try to take that base. So we're going immediately up to 4 bases here, and I would assume we're gonna see a Queen's Nest thrown down here relatively quickly, picking off these assimilators here at the center left. Gonna clear that out as soon as possible to make this into a bit of a island location, a semi-island here on the center left. Keep that base safe. It's scary, man. It is scary when Protoss gets their 3rd base out this quickly. 3-4 base Protoss is so strong. It's really difficult to deal with. And we've got this DT back at home now. He's gonna get a couple of egg kills, breaking through those nice and quick. Meanwhile, Queen clearing out these assimilators. Generally, we don't see the Zerg player kill these, but he wants to make sure that he's only got 2 places to defend. These are the only 2 locations he'll need to keep forces to prevent the Protoss player from breaking through. Just gonna, I guess, use this only for overlords, producing overlords and drones. That'll be this the job of this hatchery right here, because you're not really gonna be able to cycle units out of this location. So not gonna be very useful as a macro hatch aside from making overlords. First sunken colony over here, trying to spread the creep forward a little bit. Sending some drones transferring to the center right. We're going into like super late game right away here. Only a tiny bit of exchanging going on with those first round of zealots. We're already up to 62 drones, and we should see the probe slipping through here, trying to take a fourth base pretty soon. It's putting down a pylon. I guess that's just a spotter for now, but a fourth base will be on the menu here shortly for Snow. He gets up to 8 gateways. His economy is insane. Here's, oh, actually fourth base down here in the bottom left. That's interesting. All right, so he's gonna go ahead and try to take another main base, and we'll have to see Queen react to this pretty soon. Otherwise, he's gonna be in a fair bit of trouble, I would say. You cannot allow your Protoss opponent to get these number of bases, to get another corner of the map. If they manage to secure this with a bunch of cannons here, or even worse, cannons here, so that they can secure this base, you are in a buttload of trouble, my friend. As a Zerg player, I can attest to this. We want to be getting out on the map ASAP. Oh, he's actually killing this. That's interesting. He wants to cut off. Oh, he wants to cut off the ability of, you know, DTs to slip into the main here. Oh, now he's going to kill the eggs. So I don't really know what he's thinking at the moment. Queen doing some funky things right now, adding on a lot more hatcheries. He's gone into hive. He's got the Nidus Canal. We should see the Defiler Mound. There it is. Defiler's Mound is coming up. A army is moving over towards the natural. This is not enough, though, to break through. It's not really the main focus of Snow, though. He's not really that interested in breaking in on the Zerg player's side right now. We've already seen in previous games, in previous series, how well he can hold off Zerg in the late game. He is incredibly good at controlling Reavers, of course, but just controlling his side of the map and preventing the Zerg player from breaking through in the late game. So the clock is a little bit ticking right now for Queen. He may want to get up and try to take 12 o'clock, but he's cut this off, kind of. If this gets killed, this base pretty much goes to Protoss. Protoss is going to end up taking that. He gets some Lings in here. I think this is the first time Queen actually seeing this base down here, and he might be a little bit shocked. Like, oh my god, really? You already have that base? Oh, I better send stuff down there. He's sending like waves of Lings, you can see. As soon as he spots that, needs to respond right away. Big army over here on the high ground now, making it almost impossible for Queen to come up here and take this base back. We're gonna be going into some defilers. We should have Plague coming soon as well. I'm not sure if that's already been researched or not. I didn't actually see the consume upgrade get researched, but we're going for drop now as well. Take a look at the upgrades here as we're starting to fight. +2, +1. Oh my god, that hurts. That hurts so much. Nice storms there, clearing out a lot of these Lings, but 2 Templar do go down. Man, that's so painful to watch. I mean, that happens to me all the time, but good god. Actually, it's a little bit what would you call it? It feels better. Feels better now watching a pro player funnel up a ramp like that and get completely wrecked. It doesn't make me feel quite as bad anymore. We're gonna allow Queen to take the middle of the map. Queen is going to push out here. He's gonna have that advantage with the Dark Swarm. Plague is now on the way, so he did get consumed. We're just gonna cede a lot of ground here as Snow. We're not gonna allow him to take the high ground. Oh god, he should be killing this. What am I looking at? He didn't kill that drone? Why? He's gonna kill this assimilator though, and that'll cut off the Zerg player from getting in on this base. I mean, this is in my opinion, this is Protoss base now. This is Protoss territory. You're not gonna get in there. You should just be killing these 2 assimilators as quickly as possible, but hasn't gotten around to it yet. Still holding the high ground over here. The upgrades are looking very good for both players. We got 2-2. We should see a shield upgrade started pretty soon as well from the Protoss if he's going to be playing like we've seen a lot of Protoss players play recently. Seems to be a very high they put a very high priority on the shield upgrades in the late game. A big drop coming through down here into the 6 o'clock. This is not the highest value drop though, honestly. We're revealing that we've gone for drop, and all we're gonna do is just cancel a bunch of cannons. And it's just gonna drop some lurkers here. Would have been nice if he brought a drone with this drop. Drone with the drop would have been very nice so that he could actually take that base, but for now he's not even gonna be able to take it. A lot of lurkers gonna be dropped out here. Some storms gonna be thrown down. Dark storm as well. The probes are pulled. Zealots making their way down here, gonna hold off all these lings and lurkers. Pretty well held here, I would say, by Snow. That very first drop of the game is usually the most important one. You've got the element of surprise, especially if your opponent doesn't see the overlords coming. You could get a lot done, maybe in the main. Something like a drop in here could do a huge amount of damage. Even a drop into the center left here would be pretty big. Maybe down over here, but everything was spotted by Snow. And you know, now he's lost that element of surprise. Snow's gonna be on the lookout for this. He's gonna be spreading his observers even more than before. He's going to be, you know, getting some extra Corsairs as well. Actually, he's not producing Corsairs. I thought he would, but maybe he feels like he shut down that first drop well enough that he's not gonna have to worry about that for a bit. God, this is a pretty nasty defensive position here from Queen, but likewise, the defensive position from Protoss on the high ground's looking dirty. Gonna come up here, drop a plague on this. Plague gonna go down on that high ground. Double plague just for good measure, making sure he gets all the goons. He actually missed one, but this is what it is. Gonna drop another Darkstorm here. Maybe go for another plague. We've got army breaking through here to the bottom center once again. Looks like we're gonna have Protoss actually take that location. He's gonna take this over while Queen is going ahead and taking the top right natural. This base is gonna go down. That last lurker falls. You should be able to kill these two assimilators and take this location. All the dragoons up here in the top left are gonna go down. I don't see what is Snow actually doing right now. He's gonna kill this. He's starting up another round of units, but he actually dropped below his opponent in supply for a little bit. Huge wave of army coming across. Look at all this purple streaming over here for Queen. He's got a huge bank. But he's got to make something happen here. He can't allow half the map to be taken. We're actually going to have more bases for Snow now than we have for Queen. Queen, he's looking for the best place to break through, but nowhere looks that good right now. I'm going to go ahead and jump on top of these Templar very quickly. You can see how quick these Lings take out these Templar. It's kind of insane. Moving some lurkers forward bit by bit. Gonna try and get in range of these cannons. Start to pick some of them off. We're gonna have a plague most likely here on some of these buildings. No, he throws down another dark storm. Gonna get these lurkers right on top of this. So many dark storms going down here and doing it right, actually. Queen really spreading his units out a bit to make sure that the storms can't just nuke everything. He's gonna slowly filter in here bit by bit. Storms are coming down and killing off a lot of this, but you know, he's persisting to push through. More lurkers coming up, more and more lurkers coming forward. He's gonna have to throw down a few more dark storms here if he wants to actually break through. More Lings coming out as well. Overlords here, I'm not sure what they're up to. I don't think they have anything in them, but he's breaking through here in the natural towards the main base. A lot of units are about to pop out here for Protoss. He's also got a Dark Archon. He should be throwing down feedbacks on this. Really needs to go for that feedback. If he can get it, it will be huge. Will be a big difference maker. He does get that, so killing off the Defiler here before it can throw down another Darkstorm, but all the cannons are actually already gone. So that's actually a big factor. We need to bring forward an Overlord here so we can protect this. These Hydras stop the DTs from doing so much damage. Their Reaver goes down here in the natural. We're a little bit slow on the Reaver production this game for Snow. So Snow really gonna pay for that by losing this natural pretty early on. Now, I don't think this is the end for Snow, but he's still not actually mined out here in the natural, and he's gonna start to lose all of his buildings here in the main very, very quickly. And a few more Zealots gonna pop out here and start to fight these Lings. They are not the best upgraded, though. Only 2 armor and 1 shields, whereas we are 3-3 here for this Zerg player already. Fighting here on the ramp. Gonna get immediately taken out. Some storms coming from the high ground here, blanketing a lot of these Hydras, doing a pretty decent job. He's slowing things down as much as possible, trying to make the killing of this base take as much resources and as much time as he can. But slowly and surely, we will see the Zerg player break through here into the main base and eventually take this out. I'd like to see more cannons here. I want to see something on the high ground as well to spot so that we can feed back a Defiler. Looks like he used another spell. Maybe he has Maelstrom or something as well. I'm not sure what he could have used that on. I didn't see another Defiler come up, so I'm not sure why we're at only 81 energy, but it's still enough. Still enough for another another feedback here. Oh, something went down over here. Must have been a lurker drop. I might throw a picture in later to show you guys what happened and when that happened, but I'll have to remind myself a little bit later. Forgive me if I don't do that. I'm trying to get better at doing that, throwing in picture when I miss things. But it is a new thing that I'm trying out. Another base coming up here for Queen up at the top center. Let's get a mineral check here. Both these bases are already out. This base is gone. We've only got top right and that natural in top right as well. So this is kind of brutal. We've got some mutas starting to pop out here, but what are these mutas for? I guess he's going to go into Guardian eventually, actually, because we had that Greater Spire finish up. He will go for Guardian eventually. He's gonna put Guardians over here, I think, and try to like hit from range. But the poor thing about this, yeah, he is gonna build a bunch of Guardians. Oh my gosh, a ton of Guardians are gonna get produced right now. But the real problem with that is that the storms are there. If you can come in with Queen and brood snipe these, then you can do some real damage. Then you can actually get something done with these Guardians. But I feel like storms are going to clear out a lot of these. It's very hard to split your Guardians. They don't like to split up when they're trying to fight. And they actually might get killed here, flanked from behind. That could be really, really scary. I'm going to start to push through. Here we go. A lot of Guardians clumped up here. Look at this. Queen having a hard time trying to split these. Storms coming down on a lot of these Guardians. But some of them are making it forward, and he's actually going to go for a drop as well. So timing the drop with the Guardians coming forward. Oh my god, it was like 5 Guardians got killed with 2 storms. Brutal. But he will break through. He actually gets in here, and he's going to break the bottom center base. So that's not a small thing. That is huge. However, I think that Snow has the muscle right now to maybe push through to the bottom right. Although maybe not. It seems like he's backing off. Transitioning into full-on Reaver play, by the way. Huge amount of Reavers coming out here now. And that's not going to be very good against the Guardians, which have been produced. Big armies here in the middle are clashing. A great storm. A great plague there on a ton of these goons. Really messing them up badly. They're not going to be able to fight well against this mass crackling that's been established for Queen. What did I miss? Oh god, another storm went down, I think, and killed almost every Guardian. Gonna have to do a bunch of picture-in-picture here, man. More Archons being morphed. We are starting to add on gateways down here in the bottom left. How much money does Queen actually have? He hasn't saturated this yet, which is a bit of a shock. We need to start sending those through to defend that base, or to saturate this base. Would be nice to kill these assimilators as well. Start throwing down Dark Storms here. Reavers are coming up. Oh, almost snipes that Reaver. Very, very close there. A lot of Hydras and Lings out here in the middle of the map. The army supply is such that it looks like Queen should be able to win this, but if he loses top center, he's about to mine out, man, completely. Oh my god, look at this. Wow, that's a lot of Ultra. We're trying everything here this game as Queen. He's gonna build like 10 Ultras and try to fight here. How many is this? Okay, we're gonna pick them up now. Maybe gonna go for the main base possibly, or I don't know where he goes with this actually. 12 o'clock has been cleaned. 6 o'clock is going to be taken once again. He's got plenty of defilers here. He's got some guardians kind of protecting around the edges as well. I'm going to pick up into this Overlord. Try to keep that alive. Oh, 2 Scourge. Did their best. They tried to hit this shuttle, but not able to do so. Oh, Ultra drops on top of the Reavers here. Reavers and Archons getting Ultra dropped right now. I don't think that's the right play. It looks like a versus Terran match, actually. When you look at it that way. Now gonna come here and start to drop the Reavers. Man, I really feel like Ultra is the worst way to play late game Zerg versus Protoss. Look at this. He's gonna kill like, what, 2 Zealots? All his drones are gonna go down here as well, down to just 35 workers. He's still got plenty of money up here too. He really needs to keep this base alive basically at all costs. Here comes the Ultras. He's gonna bring forward a ton of Scourge as well. Try to break this position. Here we go, walking up the ramp here. He's gonna lose all of his Scourge immediately, of course. They go down immediately here. Hydras are actually blocking all the melee units from running up this ramp, by the way. Super annoying. Plague did go down on both of the Reavers. That's actually huge. Loses both the Defilers there. Oh man, great targeting from Snow. Picking off both of those. Looks like Archon gonna go down here in the middle. We've still got plenty of Ultra here. No mining going on though. Like literally no mining for Queen. Even though he has this base, he hasn't transferred workers down here yet. He's working desperately hard to break this location, but kind of forgetting about other places he could be actually mining right now on the map. It's a little bit unfortunate. He's probably gonna lose this spot, and he's only got 33 workers. He's got 38 minerals in the bank. Plenty of Ultras here, but oh, he gets it. That was great. That was a great move there. Absolutely fantastic from Queen to come in from that angle to get that connection with the speed shuttle. They're very hard to track down, but he snipes that shuttle and pushes everything back. A big, big moment here for Queen. Queen gonna drop his drones down here. Forgot about that, actually. You can't just transfer because all of the assimilators are actually dead right now. That's a little bit hilarious. Now he's gonna go back to work here. Mining over at this position. He's got some mining going once again down at the 6 o'clock, but we're gonna have Reavers come up, gonna jump directly on top of those, force them back, but they're just gonna drop behind these Zealots and really get to work on these Ultralists, breaking through a lot of them. He's going for it. Can he get it? No, can't get the shuttle right now, and I don't think he has the overall economy here to fight this back. He's gonna end up losing this hatchery. Plague goes down, but it misses the 2 Reavers. The Reavers are the big thing you need to hit with that Plague. Trying to hit the Defiler here. The Defilers are going to be pulled back for now. 1 base mining against 2 base Protoss. Actually, 3 base Protoss. Good God. And he's going to take a 4th. I think we might be dead here. Again, guys, Ultra. What are we doing in these late game situations? I feel like you gotta take advantage of this if you're a Protoss player going into ASL 16, man. Zerg players just don't know what they're doing when it comes to these late games. Why are you building Ultra? He's wasted all of his minerals, and Snow has just done such a good job of beating him back with these Reavers over and over again. I don't know why we're killing this. Probably not necessary. The most necessary thing is just defend this. Kill this as well. Why not kill this? It's a good question. Somebody's wrong here for not killing those. Still saturated down here at the bottom center, but it feels like we've given up as Queen. He's only got 200 APM now. Really feels like he's not going to be able to take this one anymore. He's building 6 mutas, I guess. He's going to try and micro down some Templar, maybe. Maybe he can snipe some Templar. I don't know what he's doing. We are pretty much beyond dead at this point. 29 workers. Doesn't feel doable right now. He's got a ton of stuff in this drop here. He's going to try and get in on the 12 o'clock, and it looks like he might actually be able to break this. Storms go down, get kind of insane value there. Hitting all of these ultras and a ton of lings as well. We will break this, I think. He really should be killing these assimilators, though, as quickly as possible. Targeting the assimilators is the most important thing to do right now, but he's not doing it. We're going to have this army get through. And we'll go for it. Kill the assimilator. Please, please kill the assimilators. We're killing the center right. Getting rid of some of those additional hatcheries, I guess. Mutas are here. Is he going to go for more guardians as a defensive play? Maybe that's the play. Maybe. Build some guardians here. Guardians with Scourge. Scourge to kill the shuttles as they try to fly forward. I don't know, man. I really don't. I feel like we got to take this base as well, right? Here comes some drones. I'm gonna come up here and try to take this. He's going for some snipes on the Reavers, and he actually gets one. Trying to pick off this Templar as well, but it takes a lot of hits from the from these mutas to actually kill anything, because there is so much armor on these units now. Plus, we've almost got, I think, 3. What are we at here? Yeah, we're at 2 plasma shields already. We're about to get upgrade 3 for plasma shields, guys. And snow is about to mine out now, finally. Only 68 minerals on some of these patches. 200 is the most, well, 500 on this patch somehow. I don't know how that worked out. We're killing off these assimilators finally. Gonna make this into an island. And we've got guardians here. We need a, oh god, did we build, oh god. Yo, we didn't build any buildings. What is going on? We have all this mining, we don't have any buildings. Oh no, Queen. When you're in these type of situations, you gotta build a spawning pool, man. Oh, that's super unfortunate. Whenever I get into a base trading situation like this where I'm about to lose my main, I immediately throw down a Defiler's mound. That's like my go-to. Instant Defiler's mound is the way to be. Like, we're gonna drop off an Archon here on the other side. That's a lot of Guardians, though. I do have that +1. I'm gonna start to snipe these down. This is not the best trading for Snow. He really needs to hold off until he gets some more anti-air, because these Archons are getting wrecked. He should be able to come forward here. One storm could do a huge amount of damage. Nice pulling away, though. He should be able to snipe that. Get it, get it, get it. Nice, he gets it. Keeping it alive down here. We finally have a spawning pool. Now we can make a lair and a hydro den. These are very important things right now. At 34 minutes. We do not have a hydro den. Okay, storm from the high ground. Super effective. Got plenty of storms ready here. All of the Guardians are clumped up. This is the problem with Guardian, man. Guardians are really clumping up bad here. They're eating so much storm damage. This is not the way you want to do it. We're going to lose so many Guardians to just these storms. They're incredibly bad at dodging. We don't have a Hydra Den yet. We are going to be making some Sunkens, I guess. We can't even make spores right now. But this is all we got. This is it, guys. You're looking at it. This is what we have to work with. Snipe the Templar. No, he doesn't go for the Templar. All right, we really needed to right-click that Templar before it got all its storms off. He's going to go for it again. He tries to micro these incredibly slow reacting units, and it's just not working out. Everything gonna go down here at the 6 o'clock. We still have plenty of minerals here, so it's worth it for Snow to kill this and take it for himself. We have some mining up here at the top center. He's building creep colonies. Oh my god. Oh, Queen, what are we doing, man? We're building creep colonies? Are we serious right now? This is like... Oh, we're building Hydroden. Okay, finally. I guess he put that down before the spawning pool finished up there. A lot of stuff's gonna get picked up here. We're at 152 supply. I don't even know what to say right now. Queen must be feeling a little bit butthurt or something about this loss. It feels like he probably could have won that if he didn't go ultra, or if he went, you know, build a few queens. Try to utilize your own free units, your own energy to pick off units of the Protoss, but he didn't go for that. Now he can't even make sunken colonies because he doesn't have a spawning pool. So GG, he taps out and Snow takes away this game. Yikes. What a wild game we just saw, guys. That was something else. Jeez, Nemesis really does provide some wicked Protoss versus Zerg. And I gotta say it again, guys. I think that Protoss needs to abuse the fact that Zergs are not really taking this seriously, or not playing it out right in the late game here recently. Like, they're trying to build ultras, and it's just not making sense against these the late game Reaver transition that all the Protosses are going for these days. Guardian play as well, it can be executed better. It just feels like Protoss is just a little bit ahead of the curve on these late game fights. It is difficult to get here as the Protoss player, for sure, to get to these late game situations where you can Reaver transition while holding half the map. It's not an easy feat. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you have the opportunity to try and like risk, go for a risky play to try and win right away as the Protoss, or you can split the map in half and fight it out in a long game. I feel like Protoss need to abuse that second option. Go for those late games. You know, if we're gonna keep seeing players like Queen in the ASL going for ultra play, I think we're gonna keep seeing the same result, where players like Snow, players like Best, players like Bisu are just going to abuse them in the late game with the Reavers. And guys, that is it for this cast. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been your daily dose of Broodwar, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.